Hi, welcome to New York City College of Technology Show Control class. And right now we're doing our final last project of the year, our most advanced project. This is using MEDIALON Manager. And let me talk about my system. We're using MEDIALON Manager to control a Yamaha O1V digital mixing console that supports automation. We're doing that through a USB to MIDI converter that's on our MEDIALON machine. I want to say that machine, the MEDIALON machine, due to the fact that we're actually using 4 computers to run this entire system that we have. So that's sending out MIDI musical notes, which then interact with our mixer and console. And our console has 2 CD players hooked up, CD number 1 and CD number 2 for 2 different CD sources. We also have a SM58 microphone, Shure microphone plugged in. Which is a paging override, so if we need to make any announcements, we could do that. And we have just some amplifiers and some speakers just for audio playback as far as that. And let's talk about, we have a whole video side which we're using for some video signage. And that's ran on Watch Out, and that takes the other 3 machines, PC machines. One of them is our production machine where all the programming and configuring takes place, which is our production machine right here. Then we have 2 display machines. One of them is right here, one of them is over there. The 2 monitors are next to each other. I wanted to use 2 different size monitors to show the capabilities that we could actually have different content, and you could scale and pretty much do any resolution with Watch Out. So that's why I have one widescreen and one conventional, just square monitor. And the idea is, once we hit run, now this is our user screen, so let's talk about this a little bit. Once we hit run, that runs our video. Once we hit off, it actually cues Watch Out to go to 5 minutes, which we actually have nothing there. We have a 1-minute video loop of different signage that comes available. So this is MEDIALON Manager. This shows all of our devices. We're using MEDIALON Manager. We show this symbol right here that says production is talking to Watch Out's production machine. And the thing with the little musical note is the O1V Yamaha console. And then inside here, this is the programming tree. So right now we're going to run this. We're going to go into run mode, run project. And it hides all that, and it makes it real nice. I really wanted to make a project that I feel is user-friendly. It's a little intimidating for an end user to be an audio engineer and know how to use that, and using Watch Out is not that difficult, but somebody that doesn't know, it's a little bit involved. So the idea is to have these 5 buttons on the screen, and to have a Grandmaster fader which controls the Grandmaster over there. So, with all the explanation done, let's start our show. So if we go to CD1 is playing, CD2 is also playing, and we do that, we have some audio. Now, keep in mind, I'm moving my slider on my screen. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. As I'm moving my slider, it's also moving the slider on the O1V with the automation function. Also, another key thing to keep in mind, right now we're listening to CD1. If I click the CD2 button on our mixer, it's going to change. Channel 13 and 14 are going to go down to 0, and 15 and 16 are going to go up, because that's what our patch is for CD player number 2. So let's do that, and I'm going to raise the volume, and you can hear you're going to be listening to a track a little different. And we could go so on and so on. It's very, very responsive. As far as toggling back and forth, it's very responsive. Let's also show you the page option. So we can go to our microphone and say, testing 1, 2, 3. Well, Ivor Fitzgerald, please call extension 359. And you can do that, and then we can go back to our music. So we'll put a little of that music on. We'll put a little bit of our music on in the background, and we're going to run our video. So the whole thing, this is your master control, audio video control center right here. So we're going to run our video, and if you see once we hit video come on, we have 2 We have two screens. They're going to do different stuff. Every 30 seconds, 15 seconds or so, we're going to have some different imaging that's going to run by the screen. So check that out. It's real cool. You can make advertisements, information on what's in the current location. This whole idea is done for the Opus Casino, soon to come to New York, and just have some of their logos and some stuff running, front slots, a directory showing where the slots are, where the buffet is, where the table, where the sports book. That way they know what level of the casino cruise they need to go to. An advertisement to join the Ocean of Purple Players Club. You know, anything you can think of. If you get the imaging, you can put that on there. Another keynote that we're not using, but you can do, you can also run a video on this. So that's something else that you may just want to know about. You may want to use it. We'll let this play for another second. Another key thing is we could actually, if we hit off, like I said, that will block our screens out. So if we hit off on here, it's going to go to blackout. It's going to go to 5 minutes. So if we don't want anything on our screens, I'm going to run that back for you guys another second so you guys can watch that. And just for display purposes, I put a VGA splitter on our MEDIALON manager, and I put that on the projector just so you guys can really see the creativity of the user screen. It's very nice. In the upper left-hand corner, we have the company logo. We have a description that it's Opus Casino Lines AV Control, showing all of our page buttons that I talked about, the CD selectors, and the run video, and the master slider. And I'm Greg Romano, and on the camera you have Iva Fitzgerald, and this is our show control class, final presentation using MEDIALON Manager. I hope you enjoyed it, and give you guys some ideas for future projects.